Hi, this is me, so Melanie, and so I'm Crow Who Loves Pizza on Facebook. This name, Crow Who Loves Pizza, is just to hide from someone who hacked my Facebook several times a few years back, and my real spiritual name is Snow Bear. So anyway, so I don't know if some of you know, but I have Asperger's syndrome. If you've watched a Big Bang Theory show, you'll notice that the four main characters have are all on the spectrum of autism, like as Asperger's, like really nerdy kind of, and they're a lot into science in this show, but sometimes they'll be into arts. So each Asperger person or person who has Asperger, because it doesn't define you, it's a condition, but we are all unique. There's not one alike. So, and female with Asperger's, well, we tend to be unnoticed in the system until, well, they figure it out. Me, I have my diagnosis, I was 35, so it took them a while because in the beginning when I was a child they say, oh well, she's just in the mood, or she's just she has a hard time making friends, was always much alone, like I was alone, or I was I was shy, that's what they used to say, but I was never really like the others anyway. So um part of being Asperger's, I guess, is that our brain is wired differently. Um, there's not one of us that is exactly the same. We're all unique. Um, so for me, where I get my little naive situation look there is from that Asperger's. And female, it will do that. We tend to do things repetitively. We get obsessive compulsive about things. Like me, I obsessive compulsive about skulls, crystals, rocks, pieces of wood. Like I, my home is swamp with all kinds of natural wonders. Because for me, it's a calling. I don't know. I can't explain it. While some Asperger people, for example, will wash their hands over and over again. So, for me, I'm not too much into washing, especially the dishes. It's always been a challenge ever since I was a little kid. The same thing with bathing. It's like I still have as an adult to, put big determination in taking my shower. I mean, I never told anyone about it, but it's true. It's who I am. I'm not dirty though. I always make sure that I'm clean. Sometimes I stink, but I don't have a sense of smell. Well, maybe I shouldn't say that. See, that's the part of having Asperger's, is that you don't have a filter, and you don't see, or you don't realize on the dot that you actually said something you shouldn't have. And I can't lie, because if I lie, like my face totally shows it. Like I get caught like this. It's not even worth trying. Like, so yeah. So this is me, and the part of it is because of the Asperger's syndrome. So yeah, I can't read much between the lines unless I already learned it or was already explained to it. So I always think it's funny and when people say expressions and you're like, what? Like I just have the mental image of, the saying that is literally, and it's like, oh my God, do they really mean that? I remember in college, I went from a French high school to an English college, and you know what? They were, instead of saying, I'm teasing you, like literally, they say, I'm pulling your leg. Like, how awkward is that? Don't even dare to touch me. Like, No, 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 you can't pull my leg. Well, let's just say, well, they blamed it at the time on the language barrier, but even if it's in my own language, my maternal language is French, but even if it's in my own language, if it's a saying that I've never heard before, it's like, what the heck are you saying? You know? Like, so, yeah, so, and I tend to take things literally too, so, you know, so if you say something, make sure that's what you want to say because, and we have very unusual memory for things who have no particular thing like I'll remember things like the little brown bat is the smallest mammal in weight and it weighs 7 ounces, equal to the mask shrew in size or weight, I mean. And the heaviest mammal is the blue whale at 325,000 pounds. But don't ask me where my keys are. I don't know where I put the keys of the house. Like, what the fuck? You know? I mean, I can lose all these important things like my income tax, my bank card, my keys, my glasses, and, things that are important in daily to daily, social things. But I don't forget these little facts that are just annoying. Like, I'll just tell you the craziest things in the world, and about facts, about all kinds of little things. But, I don't ask me where the keys are. I went to the post office today and I can't find out where my keys are. I couldn't get my mail. But, I've been remembering those little facts for like decades, So that is part of being Aspie, And also, some Aspergers are really organized, but not me. I'm clumsy and a little bit disorganized. So, yeah, so my brain is kind of weird, it doesn't always work. Some will say that I have a sense of humor. Others say I'm authentic. Well, I don't know if I'm authentic. Sometimes I wonder if I'm pathetic. But I know I'm empath. That I know. Because I can sense people pretty far away and their bobos pretty far away. Because I have gifts. Like I'm clairsentient and I have some clairaudience and I have a strong intuition when I do choose to listen to it. But and I have a love for animals. I believe in humanity to be beautiful, kind, loving. Like I'm a dreamer, basically. I wish all of this would happen, that Mother Earth would be saved, that all the animals would live in peace, that nature would need protecting, that indigenous people would be respected all over the world, that politicians wouldn't lie. you know I'm that kind of dreamer. But I know it's that the world is awful, when you start reading about it. So that's why I don't read the newspaper anymore, because it's getting to me on my nervous system, especially when it takes 20 pages to get to a good news. Like, come on, do you have to make the good news that far down the hill? Like, come on, they should exist a good news report. Like, so anyway, so this is about my condition. I see that, oh my god, I'm at 9 minutes. Oh, well, I better cut this video and make a second part at it. So I'm sorry, I'm sorry, it had to come out. I mean, if I keep it in, it's only gonna fart later. Gas, it burps or fart. And if you don't burp it or fart it, then you become a gas ball. Like the sun, it's full of gases. And when gases explodes, it creates a cosmic wave that affects us on Earth. It's called cosmic energy. That's how Aurora Borealis is done. Because the cosmic wave enters the shield of the Earth and by the poles, and that creates the magnetic north, and it creates the aurora borealis on north and south, the both poles, and it enters like this and creates a energy movement. It's called the Earth frequency. And each individual human has the same thing. Energy passes through us like this. It creates like a ball of energy. It's called our personal space, our bubble. And every animal has that as well. Ah, ha, ha, ha. So yeah, I like facts, you know. And I like things that are hard to prove. Hard facts. So anyway, have a good day.